Now folks, I break the GoPro again, and you'll have to check out a previous video. I'll try to put it down into the description. But basically, months before, 6 months ago, whatever, 7 months ago, I dropped this GoPro on the ground. Now I didn't have the silicone case on here, and the GoPro bricked, and I was about to throw it away. But a long story short, I took the battery out for several days, and before I threw it out, I was going to drop it in Subic Bay. Before I threw it out, I decided to try it one more time, and I put a battery back in it. Now, it had no battery in it for several days, and magically, it just started working again. And I've done several videos and talked about that. It just magically resurrected itself. I was about to roll out a few seconds ago. I dropped the damn thing from my pocket, so about a 3-foot drop, even with the silicone case on here. And now it has done the same damn thing. It's bricked. It's not because it's overheated. I've tried different batteries. It's going to do the same shit. So I took the battery out, and I'll just let it sit for like 4 or 5 days. I mean, it took several days last time. So I'll let it sit for 4 or 5 days, because if you keep putting the battery in there, it like resets it for some crazy reason. I'll just let it sit here for 5 days, and if I put the battery back in it, it will probably resurrect itself. And this is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. It's been a great piece of gear for me with frustrations, with glitches. Okay. So while I'm talking about it, and oh, by the way, I've reverted back to my backup camera, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket. That's what I'm shooting on. The GoPro is easier just for form factor. You push a button, point it, it's waterproof. This DJI Osmo Pocket is not waterproof. You got to kind of calibrate the gimbal. It's not as easy to use, but this DJI Osmo Pocket is 100% reliable. Big difference, huge difference. So the other thing I was going to talk about is, okay, I've been using this camera almost every day. There's nobody out in YouTube land or GoPro land that has produced more videos, more minutes of video than this guy right here. You go to my YouTube channel, probably 60-70% of my videos for 1 year have been filmed from this camera. All right. So after a year of hard use, and I've got 5 batteries and I rotate them. If you can see here, I don't know if it's going to be able to focus in, but right there, that has popped out. And what it feels like the batteries have started to swell in the middle where they're sort of rounded. And when I first started noticing it, basically when you go to push the battery in the camera, it's so tight. And then when you try to pull it out with that little tab right there, now the tabs haven't broken, but it's so hard to pull the damn thing out, especially when you've been filming for 30 minutes, because it just heats up, and apparently that battery swells because of the heat. Now, I have been in the Southeast Asia majority of time, so this thing and the batteries, they see heat and tropical climate. So when I was looking at the battery, I pulled the other ones out, and I realized that all of them are doing it. I don't know if you can see that, but right there, see, that's popping out. Feels a little bit rounded. This one here, same deal. It's popped out right there and feels a little bit rounded. I got 2 more. And that one's popping out on the bottom there, if you can see it. And not so much on the top on this one, but it's bowed out on the bottom. This is probably, I'd say that's my best battery right there. And again, I have 5. I'm just pulling this guy out of the charger. I don't know if you can see how rounded that thing is, but it is all swollen out of shape. It's this side's pretty good, but that side right there is like swollen and warped out of shape. And you can see right there how that covering is popping off. Now listen, they still work. There's no issue with the function or losing the charge, but it's just so damn hard to push the battery into the camera, it's a little bit of force to get it in there, but then when you go to pull it out, when that damn thing is hot and you go to pull it out, it's like you need a pair of pliers. You need a damn Leatherman tool to grip onto that thing to pull it out, because it's already swollen, and when it gets hot it swells up even more. So I'm not complaining, because these batteries, under extreme conditions, and I'm pretty good about rotating them, under extreme conditions have lasted a year, with every day in the heat shooting 4K video on this camera, either 4K 24 or 4K 60. 2 hours of footage at a time, to where this thing is it gets so hot and the batteries get so hot, I mean, you can fry a damn egg on it, but it still motors through it most of the time. Quick tip, if you didn't see my videos before, don't use the battery all the way down until 0%, because it'll get so hot it'll cause the GoPro to glitch your footage. Use a battery until it gets down to 50%, pull it out, put in a fresh cool battery, and since I've been using that method, this thing never glitches. But when I first started using it, I would just use it until it's 5%, till the battery is dead, and then I would start having like little glitches on the footage and screwed up footage. So that's what I recommend. Use it to 50%, let it cool, fresh one in, use it 50%, let it cool, and then go back to that one. But if you use them over 50%, it gets so hot you run the glitching problem. So I think I got this thing in October. It's October 2019, maybe in November. So we're coming up on a year. I'd say 10 months, somewhere in there. But right now, because of the drop, we are back to this mysterious will not come on, will not operate bricking issue. And how I solved it before was to let the damn thing sit on the table for 4 or 5 days without a battery, and then all of a sudden some type of residual memory in there or some shit reset itself, and it went right back to being fucking Seabiscuit and running like a champion. So there you go, folks. And you know what? People talked about this lens so bad because it's not removable. Folks, look at this lens. It's pristine. That's after a year of using this thing every day. This thing going around the world, riding in my satchel. There ain't nothing wrong with the damn lens. It ain't scratched up. So people made a huge deal out of this. I understand it's better to be able to replace it. Trust me. It's much better on the new Hero 9. You can go back to replacing this. But this thing, which a lot of people said was a deal breaker because you could not replace the lens, it ain't giving me no fucking problems, and there ain't no scratches on it. I mean, really no issues. It was a non-issue. Audio on this thing is great. That's one of the big reasons why I really love it, is for the audio. It's just got usable audio, where this DJI Osmo Pocket that I'm shooting on, I have to be very close to the microphones and the people in front of the camera, because the microphone is facing down and back. It's not sufficient. But on this thing it is. So we'll see, folks. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to give this thing 5 days of downtime with no electricity to it, no battery to it. If it comes back to life, then we'll just keep using it. If not, then it's decision time. Do I pick up the Hero 9? Do I wait for the new DJI Osmo Action, if they ever come out with one with better audio? We'll see. But this thing has been worth its weight in gold. For the price I paid for this, it's paid for itself many times over. And I'll just shoot on the DJI Osmo Pocket, no problem. And we're about to roll out with it. But you can't beat the audio on this. Okay? Understand, audio is more important than the video. And that's why this thing here is a gem and has been a gem. Alright, folks, that's the update on my love-hate relationship. Great piece of gear with some issues that need to be ironed out. And maybe they ironed them out in the GoPro Hero 9. But for what you pay for this camera, you can't beat it. You really can't.